Hey guys, how's it going? So, another video. It's pretty cold down here today, snowing outside, so it's pretty chilly, but I'll warm up quick. So, last video we got a lot of the interior stuff done, which is happy days. That panel with the switches in and the Haldex screen, I'm going to redo that, but it's giving me a good template. I'm just going to do a neater version. But yeah, so that's in and done. Handbrake's in, shifter's in, cables connected, pedal box in, seat in. Yeah, so interior is pretty much there. So next what we're going to do is move to the back of the car. So if you remember way back, the upper control arm on the rear end obviously fouled the chassis leg. So what I did was I just cut a rudimentary bit of box out, cut the arm and just made it fit basically so I could get the rear end in, which has put the camber out everywhere and whatnot. So obviously, as you saw, I bought some camber adjustment control arms. So these are lower ones for 4Motion. So I bought 4 of these with the intention of bolting the bottom ones fine, normal, and then modifying the top ones to go around the chassis leg. So what I've done is I've cut this out. So there's actually 2 pieces here, but they're just welded together, tacked together, so I could cut it evenly. So this is going to go around the chassis leg. Now the idea is I've also got some plate, 3 more plate here, so this will get cut and that will sit sort of like that and all the way through and fully welded. So that's 6mm. There's 2 bits of 6mm there, which is pretty solid anyway, and then with those welded down both sides on there as well, should give it enough rigidity. I mean, it's mainly up and down flex on it anyway, so I can't imagine they're going to go there. But so the idea is, this is the upper control arm, measure out where I need to go, and then this will kind of sit like that, if you get what I mean. So that will eventually sit like that, but no middle bit. So that middle bit will cut out, so I can weld across the top of here to the tube. I may even cut some holes in the plate so I can slide the tube through. So the plate will come up here and up there, and then I can put the tube through that and weld around the tube as well, if you know what I mean. So these are roughly cut out. So I need to grind all this out nice and smooth, cut the plate, weld those on, and then they're ready to go for these. So first of all, we'll do that. We'll clean them up first, get them welded together, and then we'll start looking at the rear end. I'll probably bolt the lowers in anyway, so they're just in. And then I should hopefully have some custom upper control arms with adjustable sort of camber and whatnot as well. So sound. Cheers guys, enjoy.
Hey guys, so we have these bits made up, which is all good. So that is now gonna sit like so. And then what I'll do is, once this is, I'm gonna fully weld under there, let it cool down, then maybe go another layer over of weld, make sure it's solid. Then what I'll do is cut those off and then weld them up, cap the ends off and weld them up as well. And then hopefully from there, that will sit in the car nicely. So right, let's get this cleaned off a bit and marked up. I've measured already where it needs to sit. So yeah, let's crack on. Sound. Yo guys, so this is welded now and together, so I'm going to leave it for now though. I'm going to let it cool right down by itself, because once obviously welding stuff, putting heat into it, it's going to move and flex. So I'm going to let it cool all the way down before I cut these, and then I'll know that this is, you know, that's as good and as close as I'm going to get to keeping that just dead straight. But that is in. Looks pretty good. Looking down there, I'd say that's pretty damn straight. So yeah, that's one done. Do have the other one here which I need to cut and fit, but for now I'm gonna call it quits. I'm gonna go home. I'm hungry, but which means it's gonna give that time before I start doing the other one. I want to test that one and just see if that's worked. To be fair, it's one of those really where I can't just tack it and try it, because if I, like I said, cut that tube, it'll all move around when I weld it. So I'm going to try this one, see if it works. Hopefully it should do. I mean, I've, you know, put templates up there and mocked it up and whatnot as best as I can. So fingers crossed, we'll be good, guys. But yeah, so I'm going to go home, but I'll be back very, very soon. Cheers. Bye. Yo guys, so another day, done a unit. Should we see what happens with this? Let's cut this, see if it moves. Hopefully it won't move. Doesn't matter if it moves a little bit, but hopefully it won't move too much. I'll put a fresh blade on it so I can go straight through. Right, there he goes. Beautiful. Barely any movement in that. You can just see slightly move to one side. Cool, right. What we're gonna do then, guys, get this side cut, plate it, weld it, crack on. Sound. Cheers. Yo guys, so we are in. I've done the other one. Didn't record it all because it was the same thing, just twice. So, and I put them in. Didn't bother, that was a mission. Just gonna have to do this stuff by yourself. Not that far off the floor either, but so I got a torch to put a bit of light on the situation. So, as you can see, they are in. I mean, obviously nothing's tightened up yet, but they're in, they're straight, as in straight that way, need nipping up. And yeah, I mean, if I can get this to stick somewhere, I mean, not very magnetic light. Right. Oh, this is rubbish, I've got no light down here. But yeah, it's quite hard to do by itself, but move that out of the way, yeah. You can see, well, hopefully you can see. Can you see down there? Yeah. So got all that room, it actually hits the drive shaft before it hits that. So, and as you can see, the wheel is pretty high up in the wheel well, so, you know, I might do a little chassis notch just for the drive shaft, only a little bit. Just, can't see again, sorry. Yeah, might do a little notch in the chassis, just to give it that little bit more extra clearance. Like I said, I don't think I'm gonna have that much, or I don't think it's gonna be traveling at that high. I'm not gonna have it that low either. So, yeah, they are both in. You can see from the back as well. Let's have a look, can you see? Yeah, so that one's in, and that other one's in. So they are in, and rear end is, yeah, kind of done. So they came out really good. I did bolt a wheel on, and before it had a horrendous camber with those other bits that I bodged and whatnot. Now I put the lower and the top ones on. Obviously that side has, because the shock's not connected, but this is now like a dart sight better, and I've still got a lot of adjustment in it all. So it's already straightened up the camber a load putting those in. Yeah, so that, people, turn that off, is happy days. I did pick up something else last night. So, you can see, obviously, you've all seen my cantilever suspension, rocker arm job. Hang on, sorry, I'm a bit all over the shop. Find some, there we go. Freaking lost something, haven't I, guys? Where's it gone? Where'd it go, where'd it go? There it is, right. Yeah, so, we all know the rocker suspension, those stainless steel plates. I've had an upgrade, so I'll show you what's been done. So, we have here stainless steel plate, which I cut up to get things rolling. And then a good friend of mine drew and machined this up. So this is out of just plastic as a prototype. I literally gave him free rein and just said, look, you know, go mental, do what you want. So if you can see, go check his work out. That's his website. He does like loads of CNC routing and whatnot, for you can make custom anything really. So yeah, go check his website out. And he built me, a kind man that he is, made me these. Now 10mm billet, 10mm alley, fully machined out, to replace the stainless steel ones with those. This is what I wanted originally, something like this, but I never really thought I'd get around to doing it or know anyone or whatnot. I thought it'd cost a lot. So my mate stepped up. He loves playing around with CAD and drawing stuff and challenging himself, a bit like me. You know, the reason I'm doing all this is just to learn stuff and a bit of a challenge. And yeah, so he drew them all up, cut them all out, and I gotta say, they are like mega. They've got all like the nice machine marks. It's not the best lighting, but you can see all the nice machine marks in there. He even put a little home built logo in one side, so like this is one side, that's the other. Yeah, all nice flat on the inside. So I've kind of got one mocked up in there, I think, somewhere. Let's have a look. Yeah, so you can kind of see that's what they're going to look like. So we're going to go from big old sheet of rough stainless to a nice bit of machined aluminium. They are just, yeah, I'm literally so happy with those. Just finishes off, it'll finish off the back end completely once those are in. So yeah, mint. I'm, yeah, literally over the moon with them. So that will be the next job. Will probably be get to fit those. I need to order some bolts because I'm going to do it slightly different to the way I've done there. So I need to order some bolts, order some bolts. And yeah, so another little job off the list is, talking of lists, we can now wipe our rear control arms, goodbye. That can go. Shifter cables, that is also done. That can go. Fuel south, it's going to be one of the last things I do. Dash plate is it's a half done. So what we'll do is we'll do that bit, and I'll finish the tick when it's completely finished, basically. So yeah, that is that done. Yeah, we're getting closer, guys. Every little time, getting a little bit closer. But I'm going to call it quits on this video. Next time we'll come back, we'll get those, hopefully get those rocker arms on the cantilever stuff. What else are we going to be doing? Don't know. I reckon I'm going to rip the fuel system out the back, take it all out, clean it all, blow it all through, make sure it's 100%, and put it back in like 100%. What I am going to do is change the fuel return from in the tank, and I'm going to have it return into the swirl pot, so it's more chance of keeping that swirl pot full. I looked at, like, did a bit of reading and whatnot, and looked up, and a lot of people do return to the swirl pot rather than the fuel cell. So we'll swap them over. I'll have to shorten one of the fuel lines, which is fine. Get that in and buttoned up, and then yeah, I don't know. It's getting there, guys. It's getting close. I'm excited. Anyway, cheers for watching. Like, subscribe, drop a comment below on anything you want to know about it or anything. Don't care. You can ask me anything. I'll try and answer it. And yeah, have a good one, and I'll probably be back in the new year. Cheers. Bye.